Hi everyone, Adam here at First Step Men's Therapy. Welcome to my YouTube channel, or if you're on my website, welcome to my blog. If you really enjoy the content, if you want to hear more, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. What I thought I'd do today is talk a little bit about shame, healthy shame, toxic shame, and also the sort of differences between shame and guilt. I think it's a really important topic and an important conversation when we're referring to sex addiction, porn addiction, addiction in general. But I think shame is often one of the underlying features of the clients that I work with and that come into my office. And so let's look a little bit at what shame is at first, and then we're going to go into maybe the differences about some shame versus guilt. So shame sort of has a healthy component and it has an unhealthy or toxic component. Healthy shame is really a kind of an important differentiation, and it's the acceptance that we are human, that we are capable, but we're also limited, that we make mistakes, that we've done something that is against who we are or against our values and what we stand for, and that we feel bad about it. We feel that we've done something wrong, and it's the acceptance that we are, going to make those decisions from time to time that aren't necessarily the right ones for us. And so that's sort of what a healthy shame-based approach would look like. Toxic shame, on the other hand, is really rooted in sort of digesting that mistake and really believing that it goes more to the core of who we are, that we're broken, that we are damaged, that we are not worthy, that we are unable to, maybe get our needs met or to rely on others or to take care of ourselves. And so, with the addictive behavior that I see in my office, a lot of the times that shame is very toxic. The belief that, and it's also part of the addictive cycle. It's sort of that core belief of us being, um, unworthy human beings that kind of leads to the, the unmanageability and the impaired thinking and the acting out in different ways. And so a lot of the times people come into my office and they say, I'm feeling really guilty about something I did. And so let's look a little bit at what guilt is. And guilt is sort of more of like, I've done something wrong, shouldn't have done it. A little bit more like healthy shame. There are some similarities, but guilt is very more kind of surface level. It might not go to kind of the core of who we are, but it's maybe a decision that we made or an act that we had done. Maybe we lied, maybe we stole, maybe we did something that wasn't necessarily who we are. But, it's kind of like digging a little bit deeper and you get to sort of the shame. And so it's an interesting distinction because a lot of the times addictive behavior manifests itself as guilt, but really what it is toxic or unhealthy shame. And so the work that we do, and I think therapy is really important for this, it's to really unpack that shame and see what that shame looks like. A lot of the time it's not even the shame that is from us, but it might be intergenerational, maybe from our childhood, it might be from trauma, it might be from really rigid or poor boundaries in our family of origin. And so we carry this shame, but we're carrying the shame of people that are not necessarily around us anymore or maybe as influential, and it just sort of lingers throughout our life. And so it's really important to unpack that shame, to recognize what it is and what it isn't, and maybe kind of decipher what it truly is and isn't. So, one of those things might be challenging those core beliefs of that toxic shame. Are you an unworthy person? Are you unable to get your needs met? And so looking at those sort of distorted beliefs and sort of ideas about the world around us can really, be part of the solution in moving forward. And so, it's an important distinction. It's important to understand that, there is healthy shame. That shame isn't always bad, But when shame drives you to do things that you normally wouldn't do or want to do, or lead to addictive behavior, that's when I think it becomes problematic, and sort of needs to be maybe addressed better through therapy, through 12-step groups, through self-awareness. And so I hope that helps. I hope that makes sense. I hope that you were able to kind of see the distinction between healthy shame and unhealthy shame, between shame and guilt. And please like and subscribe if you found this helpful. Really appreciate if you wanted to send me some questions. You can send them to adam@firststepmenstherapy.com. The email's also in the description below. And I look forward to putting out another video next week. Thank you very much, and bye for now.